Congratulations.
Well done, mate.
Well done on the result. Man of the match, the goal. It was a great performance tonight.
Yeah, obviously it was difficult to go 1-0 down at the beginning of the game. Well, not the beginning, but near the half time. But we knew we just had to dig deep.
It's dig deep, and the guys were just saying nothing changed massively tactically in the second half. There would just seem to be more intensity and getting in behind the defenders as well, that the first half seemed to elude you.
Yeah, obviously, when we went in, I thought, obviously we all thought we're doing the right things. We just had to carry on and just be relentless and just press them higher up. So I feel like everyone just had the same idea, and that's what we did.
We were all surmising perhaps that Patrick Viera might have had a few words at half-time, an intense half-time talk.
No, there's nothing crazy.
We've all seen him play. We've all seen him play.
No, he's actually not like that. Like, it was just carry on, lads, and be more aggressive when we defend from the front, and that's what we did. And the only thing that we got right second half is the combinations.
What is that difference? Because we've all known that the ability is in there, but I think the one thing that could have been put to you was that your numbers might not have been as high as they could have and possibly should have. But those numbers have drastically changed over the last 18 months or so, particularly the last year. Gabby's just mentioned about your goals numbers are way higher than that. And is that the difference? Has he done anything different tactically? Has he done anything? Is he telling you to get more into the box and around that 6-yard area where you can get those goals like you did today?
He says that, but I feel like, me personally, it's a mind shift,
right,
where I've shifted from just a dribbler to goals.
You're certainly not dribbling as much. The stats say that, don't they? You've got the same amount of touches but more goals. You seem more efficient. Yeah,
literally. When I talk to the youngsters like Ezzy and Michael, and I'm like, as soon as we get on the pitch, efficiency is all we need, nothing else. Everything else doesn't matter. So obviously when I step on the pitch, my mindset is efficiency. Me dribbling, I only dribble when I really have to, and I get my shot off. And obviously I'm happy it's making a difference now.
Yeah, and I know you personally, and I know it's a fantastic player. I got a lot of time for you. But what I've noticed, because I've watched a lot of your game, and you picked up on it, is that usually you would be out hugging the touchline over the last two. Now you're drifting into areas. In the first half, you were out here against Semedo, which was a good battle. He defended well. But in the second half, you changed and come in more central. Was that just something you picked up on, or was that the managers?
That was just me, because obviously it's an easy game for him if I've got my back to him and he's pushing every single time I get the ball from T, I can only pass it back to him. But afterwards I thought, you know what, let me roam. And then you've got to decide who you want to go to, T or me in the middle. And obviously that confused them a bit, which allowed us to get the space and to obviously get the goal.
Are you passing on your experience? Because you've been in the position that some of the youngsters or the younger players in your squad now, you're very experienced now in terms of where you've been and what you've achieved in your career. Are you now trying to pass that experience on to some of the younger lads in your squad?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm talking to kids that are like 19, 20 years old. What the hell? But yeah, I tried to tell them. Like,
wait till you get to my age, by the way. Or even Ali's.
That was below the
He's got a good imagination, but...
yeah, I just tried to, the bit of experience I have, I just tried to tell them, especially talking about efficiency. Obviously, it's good to obviously entertain, but at the end of the day, what do you bring to the team?
And so exciting to have those young players as well. They must give you a lot of energy.
100%, like seeing what they can do. I'm happy I'm part of it. So just me telling them, obviously, efficiency, and you need to show what you can add to the team. That's why I try to tell them every game.
I'll tell you what, Gab, you know what I want to go out before? What I want to say, right, because a lot of people misunderstand him as an individual and as a footballer. When he gets frustrated and everything, everyone looks at him and says, oh, he's got this attitude, chip on his shoulder. He hasn't. He's got his will to win. And that's what it's his drive, his will to win and to succeed. But I need to get that point across, because too many people always think, oh, he wants to argue with the world. He's a talented individual. So let me just put that out there. You can pay me later, mate. Thanks.
I think that the period of the game where you beat off about 4 Wolves players in one, it felt like about a minute section there. Ali called it out as well in commentary. You know, that is a will to win. That is a desire to keep hold of the ball ball to keep your team in the game, which was a lovely moment and contributed to you giving the man of the match.
Absolutely. I thought it was man of the match performance, particularly second half. But that was exactly my point I was going to make. Well, Patrick can't believe it, but I thought it was man of the match.